Hello, my name is Roger Zaire, and today I'm going to discuss with you my This I Believe reflection. So, what do I believe? I believe that sometimes it takes very dark days for someone to actually learn how to see. I know that sounds kind of crazy to be in the dark and learn how to see, but this is what actually happened to me. Back in 2015, I was an enlisted member of the Air Force. I had a wife and a 21-month-old son named Alex. Alexander he was a little sick while he was younger, and he was having problems with his legs and just decided not to walk. Well, one day he had 105 temperature. My wife and I rushed him to the hospital where we found out that he was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma cancer. This flipped our worlds upside down. From shoulders to knees and everything in between was cancerous. And I did exactly what I should not have done. And I Googled, what is neuroblastoma? And that scared the hell out of me. It was not looking good. And I knew that the location of where we were at, we're not going to be able to provide the best care for our son. I immediately did some research, found Benioff Children's Hospital in San Francisco, and one of the world's leading doctors that accepted to take care of our son. We flew out there, started treatment immediately, and this is where days started getting really dark because it was not looking good at all. But he did start to react fairly well to the treatments. But some problems that we were running into was like some of the medications that he needed were $900 for just a single shot. He needed multiple shots every day for about 21 days for one instance. I did not have the money to support that. I brought this situation to my leadership, to my commanders, and their response was not to worry about it. That they'll take care of us. My commander called our group commander, who called our wing commander. We all sat down with the commander of the base, and they began as leaders to justify the reason why the military needed this shot on their books, and they did. They were able to acquire this medication for my son so fast that we never missed a single shot and never put a single dime down on this medication. And that's where I really started to develop my vision of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like these leaders who can affect someone's life so much with just the decisions that they make. As I went back to the hospital for 2 years with my son doing treatment, our commanders made the decision to send me temporary duty away from the base. So as I went down to San Francisco, the military paid for everything, and they actually paid me to work there, so I can take care of my son. And I never missed a single day in the hospital. My wife and I talked a lot about that. There's not another place in the world that would do that other than our military. And I owed so much to the military. I was at 15 years at that point in time. So I made the decision, very similar to what Warren Bennis said in this quote that we all read. The point is not to become a leader. The point is to become yourself and to use yourself completely to make a vision manifest. And I wanted to make my vision manifest. So I decided to put a package in to become an officer. So I had the authority to make some of those decisions. I was selected, I became an officer. I even went to officer school while my son was still finishing treatment. And that's the past. It's been great. My son has been doing extremely well. He is exactly 5 years cancer free. I'm an officer now. I've learned a lot about leadership. And these last 7 weeks, kind of reflecting on the stuff that we've done, it's given me small little pieces of the puzzle to learn from, small tools here or there, so I can put my vision into action. Um, I can learn about being maybe a situational leader or a transformational leader. That the leader member exchange was something I really picked up during this course to understand the impacts of why it's important to make that connection with your individuals that you're working with. And this is how I plan to put my vision into action is just to take classes like this, um, and follow my goals to keep achieving advances in my career, so I can place myself in those places of authority, so I can make those decisions to help other families. I just want to leave you with that sometimes it does take dark days that someone goes through in order for them to really identify what their vision is and what their goals may be for the future. I know that has been for me. I know it has been for other friends and family that I've spoken to. This has been a great class. I really appreciate the stuff that I've learned. It's helped to validate kind of where I am as a leader, and it's definitely guided me to where I want to be. So thank you all for this class and being part of this and working with each of you. And thank you all.